Hello. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the different types of vinyl, sublimation paper, and transfer paper. So one of the reasons why I decided to do this video is because I would like to have this information in just one video instead of figuring out later that there is different type and things like that. So the plan is for me to kind of introduce some of the papers in sublimation paper in this video, and then kind of do tutorials in each type of vinyl or paper. Girls, stop. Sorry, they're back there. You can see them. They were arguing. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is vinyl. I like Cricut. Is the brand that I usually use. I used scissors too, but the only reason why I picked that one is because I couldn't find the color that I was looking for on Cricut. But my go-to is this brand, Cricut. There's 4 different sizes, if I'm not mistaken, of vinyl when it comes to Cricut. Comes like this small for joy. I had an explorer that uses smart vinyl, and you can use the smaller rollers with a mat. So here you have them. If you're buying vinyl for those smart vinyl, they all come in kind of like these packages, and then if you're buying the rolls come kind of in this kind of package, right? So it's kind of difficult to know which one is which unless you read. It's very important that you read so you know what kind of paper you are buying, because if they have it, they usually have it for iron on, which is the transfer for clothes, and they also have it the other type of vinyl there too, same kind of colors, and it can be confusing if you're not reading. So vinyl. You can read it right here. It will tell you it's vinyl, right? And then the one for clothes, it will tell you right there, iron on. So when you're looking for your vinyl, you want to read, right? Because the iron on come in Stronghold, Comfort Sports, and kind of like the regular one, which is the go-to for me. But the iron on this one is just regular vinyl, nothing to it. The sport has a little holes, so you can use it like with shirts, sport shirts, kind of like football, that the little have the little circles that help with the movement and breathing. It has another one that is a Stronghold. It gave a little bit of a satin finish to it, very pretty. And then this is just regular vinyl. Iron on, and then this is the vinyl. This is permanent vinyl. It comes in different colors. Also, you have the permanent vinyl, you have the temporary vinyl, and the permanent vinyl, right? Permanent vinyl is the one that you usually use on the cups, tumblers, signs, and things like that, because you want it to cure and you're not planning on taking it off at all. This kind of vinyl, it takes 48 hours to cure. So you don't have to cure them. Some people cure them with mud, but you don't have to. It cures them 48 hours, meaning you don't want to wash them or expose them to water for 48 hours. You have the temporary one. Temporary one, let's say that you want to decor your house and you want to print something for the wall. You will use that one. Let's say it's Christmas and you want to decorate your windows. You want to use that kind of vinyl. Temporary vinyl is anything that you're planning to do that you're planning to remove. So it will be easier to remove. One of the easiest ways to know which one is vinyl and which one is iron on for the clothes is that the one for the clothes, it has the shiny side of the color goes down, and then the other side is kind of like opaque or the same color, sometimes it's white. The one that you use on tumblers or cups or anything like that, It has the back, has these little squares so you can measure. One of the things that you need to always remember is that when you're using the one for shirts, you always mirror your image. You don't remove from the plastic the part that you're gonna be pressing into your shirt. You remove the same way that you remove the vinyl, and you use that plastic that came on to iron or press in your shirt. So don't do like me. I removed it and then I said, how this is so difficult, how you put it all together? And like, you use the plastic to press. You don't need to remove it. Yeah. I watched a bunch of videos and none of them said that. They all talk about the weeding and that you need to weed it out before you press it in. But it was very helpful for me to actually find out that I didn't need to take the design out, that the actual designer stayed on the paper, and that I was removing what I was not needed and then pressing into the shirt. Another vinyl that I'm going to be talking about is the one that you can find on the dollar stores. They have a pretty big variety in colors and sizes. Also, it comes with a small one for the Joy. I tried it and it was not for me. It was a lot difficult to weed. It would crease and wrinkle very easy. It would stick together. It was almost impossible to get apart. It was very, very, very difficult to deal with it. So I have not used any of the other colors I bought because I was like, this is too much trouble. Cricut is my brand to go. I have also used scissors. I think, scissors, I don't even remember the brand. Another brand there, but I usually use it whenever I don't find my Cricut. But Cricut is the one that I go for. But if you want to try it and you want to be very patient with it, if you're the person that has the patience for it, go for it. You can use it to practice and things like that, kind of get your designs. But it was not for me. So remember, iron on for your clothes, and you want to mirror the image before cutting. The other thing that I found when I was started was these things right here, where it tells you that you can use it with your regular printer and ink. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. No sublimation needed, blah, blah, blah. Well, I got a little bit of a surprise. When it's for dark fabric, I love it. I honestly do. If I'm printing something that has white, perfect. This is perfect. And I have used it with regular ink, and I have used it as well with sublimation. Ink works either way. I like to make designs that take the whole picture or whatever, or the whole thing that I'm going to be doing. You remove the vinyl, because it is a vinyl, very thin vinyl, that you print it and then you press it. With this, you don't have to mirror, because you literally remove it like in a sticker and you press it into the shirt. And it's the same amount, 10 to 15 seconds with your press. Same 290, same thing that you will do with your regular vinyl. It sticks very, very quick. It gives you, let me see if I can find the shirt. This is an example that I did on one of my sample shirts. It prints like a photo. So great for a design that has a lot of details and it has a lot of colors and things like that, and that it needs white, because it will give you all the colors on it when you press it. It does feel like vinyl. It will crack if you try to expand it. So that's one of the things one of the issues. But other than that, you don't go into your shirt going to trash it like that, right? You try to protect the design, and it lasts pretty good. But when we talk about the light colors, I don't like it at all. It gives a feeling of you still some wax in your shirt. If you don't cut everything around and you don't do everything to the dot when it comes to it. This is the look right here that give when you use the one for light colors and you don't cut all around, right? So sublimation doesn't do that, right? So you see the difference when you cut all around the edges, it gives you this look. It feels like you can feel the vinyl, kind of like waxy too. And this is the look if you don't cut all around. So no, right? Because if you cut all around, it's not like this, right? That you have the plastic to help you carry over the design. Here, if you cut everything, you're cutting the whole paper, and you need to transfer letter by letter, make sure that they're straight and all the fun stuff. So for me, it was a no, no, no. I guess that if you're doing a design where there is no letters and it's a picture for the whole shirt, give it a go. So sublimation. Sublimation is when it's just the ink that you are transferring. You can stretch it, it will last as long as the shirt, it will not crack, and as long as you're using 60% polyester or more, you will not lose the ink. One thing is that you don't use 60% of polyester, you're gonna lose a lot of ink. And that if you're using dark colors, the dark color will affect your design. So that's why you see so many people using white or bleaching, and it's because the side, the color underneath will affect your design. But at the end of the day, the sublimation ink is the one that is gonna last the longest with your clothes. When it comes to sublimation paper, it's paper. It feels like really like cotton, something like cotton, really, in paper. Usually have two different color styles, so you can know which one to print. And this one in particular, you print on the white one. Some have, some of them have a different color on the back. And some of them sell them where you can either use it on both colors, and some other have it where you need some kind of paper for the light colors and another kind of paper for the dark color. As of right now, what I'm using is HTV Run. It has more of a satin texture to it. When it comes to these two, I really don't have a preference. This one also works great. So when it comes to sublimation paper, whatever the cheapest one is the one I grab. I haven't found one that I say I hate it. Let's say that much. So these are some of the tips for you to be able to understand the different kind of papers that are out there, because this is something that a lot of people get confused with, thinking that this is sublimation, and that's why they would tell you sometimes, oh, I use a sublimation paper that works with regular ink or things like that, and in reality you're using something completely different. So I wanted to make sure you had this information if you're starting with your business, because it's very helpful, and it will save you from making mistake after mistake after mistake. Always grab one shirt as a sample. That shirt, it can be an old one. That way you can try and do things in one shirt without having to mess up new ones. I usually just cut the design little, print it up very little, so I can practice and see how it's gonna end up. Thank you for watching. If you have any idea you would like me to answer any question or make it a video in particular, let me know. And I appreciate your support, so don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.